volleyball or CU.
Okay, everybody back up behind the columns just so that we can live streaming this event so that we can pick up all the participants on the camera shot.
Are you live yet?
Yeah. Why did you say that you're sitting here just following?
We're going to go ahead and get started. We're working with a limited amount of time here, and we want to make sure that all of our athletes get the amount of time that they deserve to be recognized. And first, I just want to say how proud we are of everyone that is getting the opportunity today to go to the next level and participate in the sport that you all love. I know that a lot of you have put in many, many hours of hard work, and this has been a long road, but now we're at the end, and I know it was all worth it. And so from the school and from our athletic department, I just want to tell you that thank you, and that we just appreciate everything that you've done for us too. So at this time, if everybody would go ahead and give these guys a round of applause. And we're going to start first on this side of the room with football. And Coach Huntley.
Good morning, everybody. What a great day. I just want to say I'm the head football coach here at Liberty, and football is a very, very tough sport. And I know that these guys have gone through a lot of work, put a lot of sacrifice into this, and have really excelled in the sport of football. I'm excited to see them to go to other colleges and to rub off on people there. Garrett Johnson has done a fantastic job for us, playing offensive line. When Garrett was a young guy, I didn't know if he was ever going to be able to play football for us. But through hard work and effort and the wrestling program, he has made himself into a good athlete, good enough where he's going to go on and further his football career. Justice Lee has done great for us the last 3 years. Came over from South Lake Carroll. So happy that he came. I think Nick might have talked him into coming over here. Oh, it's the other way around. Okay. Anyway, we're glad that both of them got here. Justice was a big playmaker for us on offense, and actually he's a good defensive back, but he had a few injuries and he wasn't able to play that for us because he was so valuable on offense. Just a thank you. I mean, I'm just real thankful he gets to go on to Arizona and further his playing career and his education. And Nick Starkle, glad that he came over here from South Lake. South Lake Carroll's been good to us. And but anyway, just glad to have him here. I remember Nick when he played in the JV games. The JV line was a little bit shaky, and so Nick would throw the ball and he'd just get killed. The next time he snapped the ball, the same thing had happened, and Nick would still just showed a lot of courage. And then there's another time when he showed a lot of courage when we were driving to a 7-on-7 football tournament, and he ran into the back of my truck. Anyway, there's some coaches here that would like to talk a little bit about these guys, and I think Coach Mays is the first one.
Thank you, Coach Huntley. I'd like to thank Liberty Garrett for asking me to do this. When you coach a long time, you're going to see players that naturally should succeed and gravitate towards the sport, and you're going to see kids that have to work extremely hard and just scratch for every bit of recognition, every chance they get to be on the field. I was blessed to start coaching Garrett the spring of his sophomore year. As we came out of that spring, I thought that Garrett could be a good offensive lineman. I did not know at that time that he could be a Friday night lineman. So Through communication through the summer, we decided the best thing for him his junior year, coming out of 2 days, was to play every snap on the JV, which he did. Played every snap on the JV his junior year, and suited with us on Friday nights. We came out of the spring, his senior year. I don't know if I've been around any one lineman in football that worked harder and made greater strides to improve and become a starter than Garrett did. You would hope going into your senior year, now it's smooth sailing. He became a starter at the beginning of his senior year and got hurt the very first ball game. So we go about a month without him. We get him back for 2 games. He works his way back into the lineup. He gets hurt again. So we lose him again. We get him back towards the end of the season. For the last game, then we have him, and he started to get in the playoffs. When he got hurt in the playoff game, I thought, well, that's going to be it. And it was for about half a quarter. He came back for the third quarter. I just will always treasure my relationship with Garrett Johnson because some kids are blessed with great ability, and Garrett's blessed with the ability that's usually given to offensive linemen. But I want everybody to know this. Garrett Johnson made himself into a high school football player, and we're so glad he's going to Howard Payne University.
I'm excited and honored because we've talked about Justice a little bit over the past few years. I've grown very close to Justice, his family. I appreciate the opportunity. In the summer, I guess it was, of 2013, I had coached quarterbacks here. I was going to move and start coaching receivers, and we found out we were going to get a transfer from Southlake, and now you can pretty much watch anyone's game film on YouTube. So we were able to pull it up, and I watched about 5 minutes, and I knew I was going to be a pretty good receivers coach once Justice got here. And he didn't let me down in that aspect. I could ramble on about numbers and stats and production. Justice is going to lead Liberty as the career leader in receptions, yards, receiving touchdowns, you name it. And he's been the best receiver numbers-wise that's ever come through here. Over 2,000 yards receiving, I think 20 touchdowns maybe in 3 years. But what I'm more proud of is how Justice has matured as a young man over the past few years. About 2 years ago, I decided that he was going to be a personal project of mine, and we butted heads over that a few times, and he's probably sick of the number of texts and phone calls that I sent to him, but I saw something in Justice early, and I wanted to do whatever I could to help him reach those goals. He's a very goal-oriented young man, and so to see this for him today, I'm very excited for him, that he was able to achieve all those goals that he set forth for himself. And so, proud of you, buddy. Congratulations.
I'm Matt Faulkner. I coach the quarterbacks here at Liberty. I got here a little less than 2 years ago. I remember I came with Coach Hunley on my interview, and we walked down the field, and this was the first time I saw this dude throw, and I immediately knew that he was a Division I quarterback. But as anyone who knows the position, it's not all about physical attributes. You've got to put it on the field. It's a lot more just as far as reaching the next level of mind and being able to take that into the game and read a defense quickly and make decisions fast and be able to lead a team. And so we went into his junior year, and right away, the very first snap he took, it was some incredible play, and I immediately knew that this kid was special. And so when I think of Nick, I really think of someone who has absolutely taken advantage of every single opportunity in front of him. Going from being thrown into the middle of the very first team he played to a school walking in and him getting pulled out of class and, hey, bud, you got to come throw. And so, I think there's no coincidence that he went to Elite 11 playing half his junior year after having to come back from an injury and going to being one of the top 18 quarterbacks in the country. That is not easy to do. This is a very, very, very special player. He made my job a lot easier in the same way Justice did for Coach Tyndall. I'm kind of actually, I don't know if I'll ever get to coach again, so I got the best in my first 2 years of my coaching life. And so I don't know if I'll get one as good ever again. And so he's got a very high ceiling. I'm going to be so excited to live my big-time college football dream through him as I watch him play and just pick his brain as he's there with different coaches, and just the way God laid out this entire thing for him. It clearly is planned for him to go to Texas A&M University, and he's going to leave this school as the most historic quarterback stats-wise, the same as Justice does receiver. He's the best throwing quarterback that this school has ever had and probably ever will have. And so it's been a real joy for me. Just what a blessing it's been, and I'm glad I get to watch him. So good luck, buddy. Proud of you.
Hey everybody, I'm Robert Oliveri, Coach O. I was back in the program when the program first started for soccer. We started with the guys, the girls that are ready to start the program. My last year here was when a lot of these girls were freshmen. And it's amazing to watch these young ladies that came up as young girls and turning into the young mature women that they are. I was very fortunate, very blessed to have the opportunity to work here. I speak highly of the school every day, and I can't tell you how much it's meant to me to be asked back by Rachel to come talk about her. I had the opportunity of working with Rachel's brother, Jared, and great player, but I met her when she was a little bit younger than high school age, so it's kind of neat watching her at a young age. I use her example as I still coach now with other kids. As a competitive player, there's a lot of positions that you want to play. There's a lot of positions that you think that you know how to play. But then as a competitive player, there's a position that you need to play for your team. Rachel's always stepped up. She's never wanted to be a defender. She's never wanted to be a sweeper. The 1 year that I had an opportunity to coach the girls before I left, we actually went to the semifinals in state and lost against Richland. And Rachel played defense that whole year as a freshman, and she shut down many a team. And every game that she came off the field, and I looked at her, she looked at me, she goes, I hate defense. I hate defense. But you know what, we won, and a lot of it was because of the girls and because of her effort back there. The first time Rachel came out, and we worked together the first week, the whole week, I think she said 4 words. Rachel just doesn't speak, she's not very loud, she's not very outspoken, but she has that switch. And as a coach, a lot of you coaches will understand this. You can see a special player. That switch, when they step on the field, all of a sudden, it's all about competition. All right, it's not about personal. It's not I need to do for my teammates. Had to coach her because that's one of the players that were standing out there. I didn't have to worry about it because she knew what she was doing. And I tell you, it was such a joy and such a pleasure over the years, kind of keeping up with what's been going on. Like I said, I'm so proud of what you've done and what you've accomplished, the woman that you've grown into. And thank you very much for having me out here. And I know any coach is going to be proud to have you in this squad. Thank you very much.
I have the honor to sit and look at these 5 young women. They're the heart and soul of our program, and they have done so much to get to get to be able to sit at this table and to sign. And so, to each one of you, I'm so proud. You guys have dedicated so much. You guys have took younger players under your wings and really mentored, encouraged them, helped them to really understand. But just a testament, I think, Reagan, to your character, your hard work, your dedication, not only to your team, but also to yourself. You've done the work to be able to sit here and sign this paper, and I know that your college coach is super blessed to have you on their team and to dominate the middle like you have here. So I'm proud of you. Reagan is a 3-year captain. Not a lot of sophomores get the opportunity to step into that leadership role, and she's learned a lot about herself and she's grown. But we're gonna miss you, definitely. Reagan's academy coach, so she was a little girl is here, and so I want to invite Peter just to say a couple words about Reagan, and then I'll be back up to talk about Abby.
In the first grade, when she first started playing academy for me. And she's a beast now, but then she wouldn't even take the ball from someone because it wasn't nice. She would wait until they lost it and then take it down to school. She's a wonderful to watch her grow up and mature as a young lady as a soccer player. I couldn't be proud of her.
Man, I'm so proud of you. When I think of a player, the word that comes to mind with you is fearless. Oftentimes, she's a goalkeeper, so oftentimes you get put in positions that nobody would ever want to be in. The other player, and not in a bad way. I mean, you're just fearless, but she's the sweetest girl. You look at her and you're like, there's no way. But what I love about you, Abby, is that you have really brought our team together. Your encouragement, your passion, your love for the younger players, and you you're like, hey, coach, but this, like, think about this, and for me, like, I love that about you, and I know that all of these girls that are sitting here all tearing up love that about you too, and so I know that you're going to go on. You really are, Coach Falcon and I are talking, like, you want to perfect your craft, and as a goalkeeper, you get to do that, and so I think I've seen you grow tremendously, technically, over the past 3 years, and so a lot of that is attributed to Paul, her keeper coach who's here, so I just want to give him an opportunity to share a little bit more about Addie. So Paul.
Thank you, Coach. Paul Mason, today's a special day for everybody here, but especially for you today. Being a goalkeeper coach and being a goalkeeper coach for this young lady, watching her grow since she's been 12 years old and the young lady she is today, and obviously both Coco and her. When I coached Addie, she always came along to shoot on her, to score on her, and I call it the double choke at her walk of life. That she has, her heart is on fire for the Lord, she's passionate for the Lord, how she treats her teammates, how she treats her family, her friends, her coaches. That walk of life that she is resembling right now and walking through is going to be a leadership role that she is playing today. It's a leadership role you'll be playing tomorrow. And you're going to inspire so many people in your life. You're going to inspire so many people in life of the person you are. And it's been my pleasure, and I'm proud to be your coach. Thank you, Ed.
You look at her and you think probably one of the most feisty players I've ever had the privilege of coaching. She's relentless, and that's what I love about you, Coco. Like, the moment you step on the field, you give 110%. And the moment when you think, okay, she has nowhere to give, you hit the gas pedal. Coach Philpott said, she's like a Mustang. And I was like, she's going to love that because you guys love cars. And I don't even know much about Mustangs, but I said, yes, absolutely. There's so many things that I can say about you, and I think that you too, when I talk to both of you, I remember telling you guys, man, you guys, the moment you came to this school, you guys have rallied the team together and made it a family. And I think a lot of that is attributed to you too, and just being faithful and obedient and stepping into. And so you guys have, I look at these girls and I know that they love you and I love you, and I know that you're going to go on to play at Oklahoma Christian, and you're going to do the same thing there. You're going to be known to be small but mighty. Watch out for number 22 here, but I don't know what number you'll be there. Watch out for her. And I think it's a testament, you guys. When we play schools, Addie is one of the players that the coach always says something about to me. That's a testament to your ability, but also you have the ability, but you also have the character too. And so I'm going to miss you. I'm excited for you because I think that you have what it takes to go far and to be successful at the next level. And so I'm proud of your coach. Didn't really say a word. So the fact that she's sitting here and she has made this happen, like you will not find another player that works as hard as Danny does. Danny is determined. When she sets her mind to something, she accomplishes it. She's had to overcome some adversity this season, and Danny, I've seen your character and how you handle situations this season and how you have put your teammates yourself. We get to play together in college. And so I know that you've worked really hard to be able to sit at this table, and I'm proud of you, and I think that your coach next year is gonna know the same thing. Like, man, Danny's gonna put 100% effort in, and she's gonna give everything that she can for the sake of her teammates and also for yourself. And so I'm proud of you. Danny's coach from club is here.
Well, I think Coach kind of said it all in a nutshell there, and we're, as a team and a club, we're very proud of Danny. The kind of word for not only her, but for all the athletes, congratulations, enjoy this, but come next August for all of you, the real work begins for every one of you, all right? So take from what all your coaches have taught you, and you're going to have to times that by 10 or 20 to be able to compete at the next level. So, enjoy it now. The real work starts in August, all right? Congrats.
I'm going to go ahead and close us in prayer, and then athletes, after that, I'm going to count to 3, and which you guys will go ahead and sign. Okay? Let's go ahead and pray. Jesus, I thank you so much for each one of these athletes, God. I thank you for just the work that you've done in their life, God, to call them to yourself, to ransom them, to rescue them. God, I thank you for the gifts and talents you've blessed them with, Lord, and how they've been able to steward those things to bring glory to your name, Jesus. God, I thank you for the legacy that they're leaving behind here at Liberty, God, and that we get to continue to carry the torch. And Lord, I just pray that you would bless them as they walk into this new season of life. May you make it fruitful, God. May they be lights in darkness. God, and may you encourage, strengthen, give them peace, give them perseverance, give them determination, discipline, all those things that are going to be required of them to be successful at the next level. God, we thank you for them, and we give you all the praise and glory. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, athletes on 3. 1, 2, 3.
That concludes our broadcast today.
Hey, Matt. We still going or we done? We done? When we get your picture, we'll go ahead and start getting pictures ready.